Chicken Genius calls Tesla stock investors bag holders after Tesla stock roughly doubles year to date in just one single month. Chicken Genius says, I have called Tesla stock tops and bottoms, yet I still get pooped on. Losers, you can carry on enjoying your life and bag holding. My wife, she likes Gucci bags, but I'm telling you, only Tesla bags can double in one single month. On December 22nd, Chicken Genius tweeted this. I will be taking a loss. My 7.5% entry into Tesla stock was too early despite waiting for months. I will close half of the position. I told everyone not to catch a falling knife, yet I did exactly that. Donkey move. I will follow my rules again. That tweet was on December 22nd, then Tesla stock was at $125. Soon after Chicken Genius sold his portion of Tesla stock dropped 11.41% in one single day, and to me, this was a buying opportunity. Here's a screenshot from that video. Tesla stock was at $109.10. There were, of course, some people that left comments that were quite convinced that the stock was going to keep going down, perhaps to $80 per share. These were not buying opportunities, but selling opportunities. At that rate, Tesla was going to be $70 by the weekend. Well, it must be a really long week because that weekend has never come so far. As you know, I am also a gentleman. When Chicken Genius decided to sell his Tesla stock close to the bottom, I was very happy to pick up his bags. I do want to say one thing. I like Chicken Genius. I think he is very entertaining and he does have different perspectives. I like different perspectives. Also, jokes aside, I am a gentleman. So I'm not sure if calling people losers is the right way to approach this situation. I think that was not exactly a great move. Chicken Genius is also saying that Tesla stock is now an overcrowded keyword trade. Not an investment, trade. I am not a trader. And if you are, and if you make money, I respect you because that is so difficult to make money from. Extremely hard. So, keyword trade. My focus has shifted elsewhere months ago onto the next narrative. Chicken Genius is also extremely confident about inflation. The inflation fight, he is saying, is not over. And he goes as far as to say that there's a 0% chance of the Fed pivoting and giving in by cutting rates until inflation is down to 2%. Most forecasters have two rules for themselves. Number one, the rule is they remind themselves, hey, look, the forecasts are going to be wrong. Rule number two is, well, you have to be less wrong. I wouldn't say there's 0% chance of anything happening when it comes to investing. Everything has some sort of risk. On February 9th, Chicken Genius also tweeted, as mentioned, liquidity down, made some money, but some are wondering why Tesla is not down. Tesla stock is the epiphany of retail. Retail is always the last to capitulate. A lot of Tesla stock investors, though, are in it for the long term, not for the short term. So there is a good chance that retail Tesla stock investors are not going to capitulate. I personally wish that Tesla stock goes down back to $100 and even lower because I would load up on Tesla stock. But I'm not trying to time Tesla stock. I'm simply buying more. I am not betting that. I am definitely in that 1% of all of the people that end up outperforming the markets by actively managing portfolios. Chicken Genius retweeted this tweet, which has substance to it. History shows that the S&P 500 bottoms after, not before, a recession starts. So if you think the lows are 100% behind us and this is a new bull market, these are the options. No earnings recession at all, or this time is different. So if you look at these recessions, on average, it takes 11 months after the recession starts for S&P 500 to bottom. Chicken Genius says that SPX will go down to 3,200, which is basically S&P 500, which would be a little bit over 20% from where we are right now. But here's something that I would be worried about if I was trying to time this recession. What if Tesla stock goes back to $300 or $400 and then the recession starts? Will Tesla stock really drop down all the way to $60, let's say, or $80 from $400 if it does go back up that high? For Chicken Genius, cash is more important than being in the market. For me, time in the market is more important. Time in the market while being in stocks that I want to be in is what really matters to me. It also seems that most of the bad news for Tesla stock is in. For example, Elon selling Tesla stock. Well, every time he sold, Tesla stock went down about 10%, some of the times a little bit more. And more importantly, it totally obliterated the sentiment. I mean, the all-in Tesla stock investor, the billionaire, Leo Cogwin, he got so negative about Elon and there was infighting and drama and everything. We don't really see that anymore. So that's quite a big change. Elon promised not to sell any more Tesla stock for at least the next 12 months. Demand seems fine, especially with small recent price increases that we just saw in China. There was one price increase. There were a few small price increases in Australia just now. And also there was a Model Y price increase as well in the US recently, although there was a small tiny price cut for the Model 3 in the US, but mostly we are seeing small increases. But more importantly, competitors are not really able to lower prices. China seems committed to no more shutdowns. Elon has not been tweeting highly controversial tweets anymore, like prosecute so-and-so. He still makes some tweets that some people may find offensive, but nothing as controversial as this. Interestingly also, Elon Musk is not putting a timeline for when full self-driving is going to be solved, which makes me think that full self-driving is not as priced in as it was before, but we are actually closer to solving it than ever before. Literally, that's the fact, because more time has passed. So naturally, we would be closer to solving it than not solving it. We may still not be close or very close, but we are not as far is what I'm saying. Next, low delivery guidance for this year makes it not hard to beat the target. The target growth is about 37% year-over-year growth for deliveries, not 50% year-over-year. Then the 420 funding secure trial is over, and here are some potential good news that we could expect. Record deliveries for this quarter, that's quite likely. Tesla growing 50% year-over-year in 2023. I mean, Tesla on average grows 50% year-over-year. That's the long-term guidance. Next generation vehicle announcement, for example, the Compact. A potential buyback announcement probably would be bullish for the stock. The Project Highland actually coming into reality, which is the Model 3, probably with both gigacastings, the rear and the front, and then the structural battery pack. None of the Model 3s right now anywhere in the world have any gigacastings. Twitter CEO announcement, that is probably going to be a big one. Increased megapack production. You know, megapacks, the energy storage business, over a long period of time, Elon says is going to grow faster year over year compared to the vehicle business. So there's going to be a time when everyone is going to be like, oh, I think the energy storage business is now really starting to grow. We should buy more Tesla stock. In terms of potentially really bad news, a big recession. would probably slaughter Tesla's stock. Higher tensions with China. We are seeing some interesting things happening. That's something certainly to watch. In terms of other news that are not good news, but not really likely to be significant, Troy reported higher inventory in Europe. This actually helps to smooth out the delivery wave, but the bears will say, oh, there's no demand because the inventory is higher. But that helps Tesla to make the delivery wave at the end of the quarter a little bit smaller. And there are a few other things. Pause if you like to read all of them. But overall, it's looking not bad. I mean, for Tesla stock to go down, I think right now it's more about the macro than the company itself. And this is the Tesla stock buying opportunity explained by Elon Musk. My name is Matt Poises. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.